this, I got more out of this on there. The walk was good, but I'd get more out of coming here and doing all the different exercises. Walk is just, you walk in, the legs are working away, and your arms, you're talking, and you're passing time, you slow down. But here, it's just like, okay, let's see if I can push it a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. Day one, couldn't stretch. You asked me to touch my toes, and I went down, I was like halfway down my knee. Feels brilliant, because when you say we're doing stretching, I'm like, well, I play football and you do stretching. I was touching my toes and I was like, look at this, people, I'm actually touching my toes. It's not supposed to be like that. But it's things like that on there. It's the fact that I can do it now on there, whereas before it's like, I'd see people doing it, I was like, oh, wow, they're really good. I love cardio. I was dripping in sweat and I was like, yeah, this is really good. I'm enjoying this on there. Each day I was like, I want to go back, I want to go back, I want to go back on there, because I was feeling,
being sore.
But I could see the improvements. I could see that if these classes were really good. That's what kept making me come back every time on there. It's not one thing on there. It's the improvements that I get from here. I come in, do a morning session. I'm ready for the day. I'm like, still got energy. I'm still got adrenaline pumping on there, so I can feel throughout the day. I'm still awake. Just sitting on the chair.
Sit on the chair all day.
Sitting on the chair all day. I was actually looking forward to the finishing work and coming to training during fasting. There was once where I had visitors come to the house and I couldn't make the class. And, but I've made it for the 6:30 class on there. I was like, it's good.
That's good.
But I wanted something new. I think I wanted something that was more structured, and like I would leave having done like a complete workout at an appropriate level without injuring myself, I was just looking for something a bit different. Because normal gyms weren't really cutting it, I guess. Here you do things the other way around. Like the structure is, you come in for the class, like you smash it for 45 minutes and then like you leave. Whereas other gyms, it's like, we're open 24 hours a day. Like you can be here as long as you want. You can come whenever you want. You're not gonna allocate 15 minutes to stretch, because it's just like, I'm in, I'm out. Whereas that being built into class, I think is really, really good. And then I left and like knew that I liked it, but didn't know how much I liked it. And then by the time I'd gone to the other two, I was like, yeah, like you smash out a workout, like there's encouragement to lift a bit heavier if you can, but there's not like weird pressure, nobody's in here that's like obscenely buff or anything. So I feel like we're all like progressing. Yeah, but you know what I mean? It's not like one of those mad gyms where people are like, in a class like deadlifting like 300 kilos and you're there with like 5. Maybe if I keep coming in 6 months' time, like I could lose a stone. Like that's not, I don't think about it that way. I think about it in the sense that I come because I enjoy it. And I think that's a really healthy way to think about fitness. So I'm 25 and I work in a PR firm. I really enjoy my job, but it is very desk-based, like.
I don't have to think about anything. I can show up and just do whatever you tell me to. You guys got me to do things that I didn't think I would do, like that squat rack, because that's for real athletes and like big, hunky dudes, right? And you got me to put on more weight on there than I probably ever thought I'd be able to lift. And so now I show up and I'm like, I wonder if I can do more than that. Or I wonder if I can do more than that. So it felt like a badass. You come out of there and you're just kind of like, yes. I'm gonna go deal with all the jerks at work and I'm gonna figure all the stuff out because I can squat like a dude. Everyone always asks if I've driven Route 66. I haven't. This is my moment every week. 4 times a week I get to come in here and chat with folks who live in Birmingham or who are British, and it's so much fun for me. I wouldn't get that, otherwise I'm on Zoom with Americans. It was so much fun. It wasn't easy, right? I was sweating, I was tired, I was drenched, and I said, okay, I gotta come back and try again. The squat rack, hands down, yes, because I remember saying, I'm not gonna touch that. I'll stick with my dumbbells, and I'll do those things. The ski machine, I don't even know what's called, the ski erg, right? I love that, and I want to crush everyone who is skiing next to me. The barbells and the squat racks, those were intimidating.
It works for me as well with the kids, that it's an early start, I can do a good class, and I wanted somewhere where someone was going to help me improve my confidence, especially around lifting weights. Especially when it's an early start, you just get here. Yeah. And that's the good thing about here, it's quite friendly, and it's something for me that I don't focus on everybody else. And the fact is, I enjoy the classes, and I enjoy the music as well, the beat to it, and it makes me want to work out, and I enjoy it. And I think I like seeing the people, because it's almost like a little family now. And I enjoy the way the PTs give me that confidence to push myself further and to lift heavier, and that's what something I wanted to build on, and I think I'm getting there. I think hitting 42 as well made me want to look after myself as well. Yeah, I think my job's quite stressful. I'm a social worker, so I do find that quite a stressful job, and I feel if I can do this in the morning, I can do anything.
The team here were really good at helping break those barriers, and really supported through that journey. So that was really the starting point for me, I think. So when I first came, it was really difficult because I was constantly monitoring my heart being on the journey with me, rather than saying, you know, you don't need to do this, you don't need to do that. It was quite a gentle transition, and it was all about me. I felt that the just moving through that journey there was a big personal focus, and I didn't feel that I was just another number or someone that just came in and just did a session and then left. I actually felt that there was a genuine interest in my health and how I would move forward and move through that.
How did I originally find you? I recently moved into the area, and I wanted to sort of have a different kind of gym experience. It seemed to be that they cared about what I wanted to get out of a gym, and I hadn't felt that before. It was an experience where I didn't feel lost. You know, we're working really hard as an entrepreneur. Time doesn't stop in my brain when it comes to business, but I didn't really have this balance of being able to look after the well-being of my body in addition to the well-being of my mind. So my diary was intense. I didn't have focus blocks, I didn't have breaks. It was kind of lunch at your desk kind of thing. And I guess that was a culture of startups in this entrepreneurial space that I'm in. A working week, 3 times a week, making sure I attend the class. I have my personal training session, which gives me time to understand nutrition, understand personal development. But now it's about get as many quality hours as I can. I can now apply myself better in my life within my work environment as well. So I actually feel the difference. So I feel the difference with my body, but I also feel the difference with my mind.
I'm 31 and I'm a student. I study a PhD degree. We had our first a call on the phone, and then started working out on a daily basis. I live down the road. Every time I'm late for the classes, you can scale it to what you want and how you're feeling that day. You know, some days you want to go heavier, lighter, you want to push yourself a little bit, and there's always that opportunity to just try to manage the workload. And you get a lot of that from every single coach here. One of the things that I thought from the get-go was to be able to play rugby here. In terms of proper game, I was the one that got the most penalties because I was very out of rugby, but physically I felt very good. I played the full match. I've been playing the full match for every single game I play with the club. Has given me this sort of all-rounded formation or preparation as an athlete for my sports list.